Hi, we're Group D from Communications 1545. Today we're going to be talking about prevention of animals of cruelty. ASPCA was founded on April 10, 1886 by a man named Henry Bergh. Henry Bergh started his journey while he was the diplomat post at the Russian court. Henry was very passionate about animals and wanted to stand up for the rights of animals after being a witness of bullfighting, slaughterhouses, and mistreated horses. After Henry convinced politicians of his dignitaries to sign his Declaration of the Rights of Animals, ASPCA was passed, and 9 days later an anti-cruelty law was enforced. Because of Henry's great dedication to animals and bravery to start the ASPCA Foundation, millions of animals are being protected from cruelty today. ASPCA's mission is to provide effective means for the prevention of cruelty to animals throughout the United States. Areas ASPCA provides leadership in. The first is providing positive outcomes for at-risk animals. The second is serving victims of animal cruelty, and the third is caring for parents and pets. ASPCA takes a nonviolent approach to rescue animals that are treated with cruelty or abandoned. A not-for-profit corporation privately funds this organization and promotes the growth of ASPCA. Grown very large over the years, and today there are more than 1 million supporters of ASPCA across the country. Now I'm going to turn it over to Dominique, and she will talk to you about how this cause is legit and not a scam.
I'm going to be discussing how you know that the ASPCA is a legitimate organization and not a scam. I began by researching a few trustworthy sources. I first began with the Better Business Bureau. The Better Business Bureau has been around for over 100 years, and people use this to find and recommend businesses, organizations, and charities that they can trust. I did find the ASPCA on their website, which does prove that they are a legitimate organization and trustworthy. Secondly, I went on to the ASPCA website at aspca.org and went under their frequently asked questions. One of the questions asked, how do I know where my donation is going? And the ASPCA answered that they use an EVSSL on all of their donation pages. And what the EVSSL is the highest level of authentication available, which does show that your money is going towards a worthy cause. Third, the ASPCA will send you a contribution form once a year for tax purposes because the ASPCA is tax deductible. And I believe that all three of these sources do prove that the ASPCA is not a scam. Next, I'm going to pass it over to Michael.
There are many stories on the ASPCA website about many happy tales. It is about animals that are adopted and helped through the resources that ASPCA supplies. The majority of the animals helped through the efforts of the ASPCA are pets from homes that are abused or neglected. One story I will share with you is about Tofu. Tofu's headline was "From Cruelty Victim to Helper Dog, Tofu's Inspiring Recovery." Tofu's story was in the Reader's Digest as well. There was a home that was hoarding 76 dogs, and Tofu was one of them. He was found living in a very filthy state that had ammonia scent in the air and enough animal waste to send one of the rescue members to the hospital. After Tofu was sent to the animal shelter, they found many things wrong with him, including that he was likely inbred, he had an underbite, extra toes, and had never before experienced life outside the hoarder's home. One of the ASPCA animal behaviorists adopted her and worked with her to help her overcome all the neglect and anxiety that she had known her whole life. Tofu is now a helper dog, which means she helps other dogs learn to be sociable and with others as well as increasing and boosting their confidence to overcome their stress as well. Based on the website charitynavigator.org, the ASPCA, which is also better known as the American Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, was rated an 83.2 out of 100. However, their financial score is lacking while being at 76.44 out of 100. This can definitely be improved, which would help get more donations that would help their cause. One area the ASPCA is excellent in is their accountability and transparency scores, which is 97 out of 100. Over 97.2% of the monetary donations to the ASP are from contributors, gifts, and grants. The other 2.8% come from fundraising events and campaigns. Compared to some organizations, they have only spent 4.5% of their expenses in the administrative area. Then we have 64.7% going to the program itself, while the other 30.8% is going towards fundraising. I'm now passing it on to Mary.
For over 140 years, the ASPCA has been using donations to care for animals. The donations help give medical attention, food, shelter, vaccinations, and much more to the animals in need. According to the ASPCA, every 60 seconds an animal is abused. And to donate to the cause is showing that you care for something that cannot care for itself. To donate to the organization, you can go online to aspca.org/donate. That will bring you to a web page, which has a whole bunch of different hyperlinks to the different sorts of donations you can make. And the ways you can pay for the donations, you can either choose from your credit card, go straight from your checking account, or use a PayPal account. You can choose from a monthly donation to even a birthday gift. There's other ways to support the foundation that are listed on the website, as in walking, running, biking, and visiting an animal shelter. And being a donor is very rewarding, it's easy and affordable, and it's something you can feel good about. Kara's going to tell you more about how to donate.
Okay. A few other ways to donate to the ASPCA are vehicle donations. Accepted vehicles are cars, trucks, motorcycles, RVs, boats, airplanes, heavy equipment, and farm machinery. And all of these equipment and cars and trucks and vehicles that can be donated are all tax deductible. These vehicles are all used to help rescue animals and get them out of trouble. Another way to help the ASPCA by donating is through your workplace. The combined federal campaign, which runs from September to December every year, allows you to take money directly from your paycheck and have it sent to the ASPCA. Now, if your company, by chance, is not a federal company, there is another charity called Independent Charities of America, which allows you to have a year-round or annual fund in which you can donate 100% of your proceeds, not of your proceeds, but 100% of the proceeds go to the ASPCA or any charity of your choice. Another way to help the ASPCA is by volunteering at local shelters. By volunteering, you can opt to walk dogs, feed, bathe animals, or just give them attention. To learn how to volunteer, go to aspca.org/adopt, and you can find a link to all local shelters. And some of the local shelters that we have here are the Mahoning County Dog Pound and Shelter, Animal Charity of Ohio, Angels for Animals, and the Humane Society. And these are just a few of the local shelters that you can donate and volunteer at. Now I'll pass it on to Julia.
Here are a few reasons to donate to the ASPCA. Animals are very expensive. They require expensive vaccinations, flea control, surgery, toys, beds, and food. If it weren't for the help of the donators to the ASPCA, thousands of animals would still be abused and abandoned, left without medical attention, food, or shelter. Animals make differences in people's lives. They are loyal companions. Many have useful jobs such as therapeutic purposes, guide dogs, war dogs, search and rescue dogs, and sled dogs, for example. For animals who are always willing to help us, we should be eager to help them as well. So please donate.
Okay, and that was Group D's presentation, and we hope that you will consider the ASPCA. Thank you.